You want shirts? I got shirts.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, we're going to talk about questions from the community. Today is Sunday, and I like to answer questions from the community on Sunday. This is Q&A episode 16. Amazing. By the way, guys, today marks 1 year since my first video upload to YouTube. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy to me. That is so crazy. And I would not be doing this. I would not be doing this if it wasn't for you, my community, my friends that I've gained from this game that I will call my friends for the rest of my life, people that I discuss actual life events with, not just Hero Wars things with. You guys know who you are. It's been an amazing ride, and I look forward to the rest of 2020 being stuck in quarantine, doing more videos for you guys. So I got 5 great questions today from YouTube comments over the last week. Most of these are drawn from the Q&A video from the previous week, but one was so good that I wanted to talk about that was from a video that I posted, I believe, 2 days ago. So the rules of the Q&A video. Most of the questions that I like to answer, I like to pull from the Q&A video comments, right? So if you have a question about Hero Wars, leave them in the comment box of this video. Occasionally, I shouldn't say occasionally, I get dozens of Facebook messages a day and dozens of Discord messages per day with questions about the game. Can you build my team? Can you do this? Why is this that way? If those questions are good enough and they're questions that seem to be asked a lot, I will use those questions. But generally speaking, I like to pull the questions from this video, the comments from this video, so that it can kind of keep the ball rolling. So let's get into it. 5 questions. We've got Dragan Pavlovic asking, what is so wrong with Ishmael? Well, there's nothing wrong with Ishmael. Ishmael is a interesting hero. He was extremely dominant, akin to how Kiera is dominant right now. Ishmael is built around doing a lot of single target front end damage, and he's very similar to Ju in that Ju does a lot of rear damage. Okay, so they're very similar. Ju attacks single target rearmost often, and Ishmael attacks the frontmost the most often. And Ishmael's got some pretty awesome kit for doing melee damage. However, he's got the misfortune of being having to attack the tank. Okay, and the tank being, as heavily armored as they are, it's a little less effective than Ju, in what he's supposed to be doing. And there are just other physical damage dealing heroes that do his job better. King Mao, as a support hero, does effectively what he does, but a much cleaner, much more elegant way with her skills. Kiera does a lot more damage to the whole team instead of just single target. And I think the big kind of summary of why Ishmael isn't as important as he used to be is this game is highly focused on doing damage to the entire enemy team. That is area of effect or AoE damage. Okay, so Ishmael is still a strong hero. He's just kind of outclassed a little bit by other physical damage dealers. Nicola asks, if I can have only one without the other, which one is better on its own, Lars or Krista? So I actually get this question almost never. It's an interesting thought. Lars and Krista are the quote-unquote twins, even though they're not the same age. They're not actually twins. However, Lars and Krista are one of the most dominant team combos in the entire game. Their synergy is just amazing. So to answer this question, I would say that you can see Lars on his own in other teams. Lars provides his own magic penetration, and the big reason why Lars and Krista are so effective together is because Krista does not have magic penetration, and Lars provides your team magic penetration. So I would say better on its own, Lars. 1, because of magic penetration. 2, because of his general overall high output of damage without requiring any other support. However, he's good in an ODH team. He can be good in a hybrid Kiera, Nebula, Lars team that Dan Buccini put out his balanced video a couple of months ago. That was a pretty strong video. So I would say Lars would be the better on its own. But I would always put them together if I had the choice. So next question, Timothy Hiller asks, when he's finished maxing out Kiera's armor penetration skin, would it be better to work on another hero skin, say a support hero, or get Kiera's physical attack skin and max that out? I've been leaning towards leveling up the support skins for a while, but I think combining the two skins on Kiera maybe get more bang for my buck. Any thoughts? So, Timothy, I actually subscribe to the theory of front-loading your resources. I leveled up my Astaroth until he could survive and until he could be an effective tank. And I continued to pump all of my resources into Astaroth until I got to the point that I felt he was sufficient. Then I went all in on my Kark. A lot of you guys know I'm a big fan of the Kark teams. Astaroth, Kark, Nebula, Faceless. Martha is my kind of base go-to team. I would say that maxing out your damage dealer is going to have a little better short-term gain than doing your support heroes. Now, Nebula in particular has great benefit from increasing her physical attack. So it may be worth doing a little balance, but personally, I went all in. All of my agility stones went to Kark, all of my strength stones went to Astaroth, and all of my intelligence stones go to Martha. And once I max those out, by the way, I just maxed out my Kark skins, both of them, yesterday. I will move my agility stones from Kark over to Nebula in my team. So that's my train of thought. There are different arguments. Never miss the daily skin level up reward, no matter what you got to do, even if you got to dump it on a much lower level character that you're not planning on leveling for a while. Never miss that daily reward. But personally, I went all in on my primary attack after my tank was strong enough to handle things. So I hope that helps Tim. Emma asks, "Hi Charles, I was wondering what is the Hero Wars hacking really work?" So a little bit of wording there, but basically Emma is asking if there are any hacks for Hero Wars or Hero Wars Mobile. And this is a good opportunity. First of all, no, there are no hacks. NextersGlobal is like a $9 million per month company. They will not allow hacks. And the scale of this game is much smaller than a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Destiny 2 or Fortnite. And even those games have anti-hacking in place. So the short answer is no. There aren't any hacks that really work, at least long term, and it's just going to open up your computer or your phone to third-party malicious software that you wouldn't want on your devices. So I want to talk a little bit about rewards and getting rewards from the wrong place. Earlier this week, there was a number of fake Hero Wars links floating around that the community was doing a lot of sharing, which that's okay. I appreciate you guys sharing reward links. That's what the community is supposed to do in a game like this, is help each other. However, this particular link was a malicious link from a fake Hero Wars Facebook page. It had a little umlaut in the title, and I think it was a French page. I'm not sure what it was. And I have no idea what third-party software is uploaded onto your system if you clicked on that link. But please, 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 guys, make sure of the source before you're clicking on things on the internet, especially now with the quarantine, with the shelter in place happening. People are taking advantage of you guys just, browsing all day long and letting your guard down. Check out the links on the Discord, but maybe verify them with the official Facebook page before you click on them. That's kind of what I usually do. Whenever I start up my Hero Wars adventure each day, I open up Hero Wars Facebook page and I open up the Hero Wars mobile Facebook page and check out their daily rewards, what they have available, and I use those links. The shared links in Discord usually are okay, and these community members that were sharing these fake links were not trying to harm anyone. It's not their fault. Don't get upset with them. Just be very diligent. Keep yourself and your system safe. Otherwise, not only could your bank account information be stolen, they could run up your credit card bills, but they could also get access to personal information like, where you live, where your nephew that was just born lives, crazy stuff like that. So just be very careful, guys. Be very careful. And finally, Medieval Battles asked, who is better to invest in terms of raw power and damage dealer, Kiera or King Mao? Well, this is not a contest at all. This is not even close. Kiera is a much stronger damage dealing hero than King Mao ever will be. Now, King Mao does do effective damage. However, her physical attack and her armor penetration are nowhere near what Kiera is going to have access to, even in the mid game. And some of King Mao's abilities, while they do damage, is more intended for control. Her Spear of Dawn green ability is a blind. Okay, her Dragon's Claw is a pure damage dealer, sure, but her Violet ability is an armor debuff. So while the armor debuff is effective, this is more, King Mao is more of a support to your damage dealing team. You would add her to your Kiera team. You would add her to your Ginger team. You would add her to your Galahad or Kark team, or whatever. So the answer to Kiera versus King Mao as far as pure damage, I shouldn't say pure damage, as far as raw damage output, is Kiera every time, hands down, hands down. So thanks a lot, guys, for 1 year of awesome community. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna keep on trucking until somebody shuts me down, or maybe Hero Wars shuts down. I doubt they will, as much money as they're making. But I really hope you guys are being very safe and careful, no matter where you are in this crazy world that we're in right now. Even if you do believe in the quarantine, you don't believe in the quarantine, just be safe, guys. Be smart. Wash your hands. You should be washing your hands anyway. Just wash your hands. Oh man, I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.